the wintry air cut deep, sharp as a blade and cruel to the bone. Sir Alan Jeffreys liked to jest that it was cold as a well-digger's backside, and today even the sunlight held no mercy. It spilled over the frostbound field, turning ice to gold and breath to smoke, a pale light upon the waiting dead. 5 knights stood at the vanguard, the Knights of 5, cloaked in sable, their red embroidery glinting like blood. Behind them stretched 50 archers and 500 cavalry, a silent sea of steel. Across the field, the sons of sinners waited, a ragged rebellion, 500 strong, courage standing in for skill. At the center, Sir Robert Reginald, broad and aging, parleyed with their leader Bowen Reed. Robert's voice was steady as iron. "Your men will die by the hundreds. Let us spare them." Reed spat frost into the air. "Men die in war, old knight." "It is the way of the world." Robert didn't flinch. "Then let us settle it the old way. 1 man against 1. If we win, you leave. If yours prevails, we depart." The bargain struck, 2 hands clasped, one rough, one resolute, sealing the fate of many. Sir Robert turned to the line. "Sir Jamie." From the ranks stepped Jamie Lawrence, golden hair tousled by the wind, turquoise eyes cold as glacier water. He was not the tallest knight, nor the oldest, but none were truer. Light armor, sable cloak, and calm poise marked him. A warrior born of battle, not blood. The rebel champion advanced, heavy armor clanking, head bare, grin cruel. "This is your best fighter? He's prettier than the harlots at Old Town." Jamie only smiled. "You need only defeat him," said Sir Robert. "Killing is optional." Jamie's boots crunched over frost as the field grew silent. The rebel raised both sword and spear. Jamie tilted his head. "A sword and a spear? You are generous." He flung his own sword aside. The steel struck ground with a ringing thud. The rebel's eyes followed it, a fatal hesitation. Jamie's head snapped forward, crashing into his brow. A blur, he wrenched the spear free, struck hard across the temple. Gasps rippled through the ranks. Jamie spun the weapon, shifting grip in a seamless dance of precision and speed. Then he drove the spear into the rebel's chest plate. A deafening clang, iron split, hinges buckled, and pain erupted into the cold air. The rebel staggered, sword hand exposed. Jamie shattered the wrist with the spear's butt. The sword fell. Jamie caught it mid-air, turned, and drove its tip beneath the breastplate, halting just as it kissed flesh. The rebel froze, wide-eyed, then collapsed lifeless into the snow. For a heartbeat, silence. Then thunder. "Sir Jamie! Sir Jamie! Sir Jamie!" Jamie drove the sword 3 feet into the frozen ground. A squire ran to lift it, dragging its weight like an anchor. "Sir Jamie," the boy panted, "how do you fight with such steel?" "The right sword need only greet your foe once." By dusk, the Knights of 5 had made camp on the fringe of Nottingham Forest. Their grand pavilion rose from the frost like a crimson crown, 12 poles dug deep, red canvas taut, the crest of the realm rippling high above. Smaller tents ringed the field, housing squires, cooks, grooms, and men-at-arms, veterans of 100 wars, and boys still learning to hold a sword. The air carried the scent of roasting meat, mutton, beef, and lamb turning over fire. Laughter mingled with the crackle of flame and the clang of tankards. It was a night for celebration. But at the knight's table, the goblets remained mostly untouched. There would be no drunkenness tonight. Father Mallory's summons awaited. Sir Robert Reginald sat at the head, proud and weary, eyes softened by firelight. Beside him, Sir Jamie, the hero of the hour, the Golden Knight with quiet eyes. Around them, the rest of the band. Sir Alan Jeffreys, the oldest and foulest of males. Sir Ryan Huddlestone, young and restless. And Sir Richard Elderbury, whose belly bore more ale than armour. Alan lifted his sword, polished and proud. He said he'd had it forged by Hamilton Corliss himself, 2 years, and not a drop of sinner's blood upon it. The others roared their amusement. Sir Ryan jested that they had won 20 battles without drawing a blade. Sir Robert smiled. What would we be without Sir Jamie? Dead, Sir Alan muttered dryly, raising his brows. And he'd still be pretty. Laughter erupted. Sir Richard, between mouthfuls of lamb, grumbled about missing the thrill of battle. Sir Robert's tone grew sharp. Battle takes life, Richard. Remember it. But even his reprimand couldn't still their humour for long. A serving maid passed by, Janet Avery of South Hell, bright-eyed and beautiful. Her gaze lingered on Jamie, cheeks flushed. "Are you truly the bravest knight that ever lived?" she asked shyly. Jamie smiled modestly. "I am Jamie Lawrence. That much I know. The rest, I'll leave to others." She blushed deeper. The other knights watched, smirking behind their goblets. As she left, Alan muttered, "Lucky bastard." And Sir Richard, half jealous, declared he'd rather stay with her than ride on any hunt. That broke the table again, roaring laughter, bawdy jokes, and clanking cups. Even Jamie joined in, teasing Sir Richard with a mischievous grin. He gestured toward 2 young women across the room. "Look, even more admirers, though sadly for you, our good sirs, they seem fixed on me." Groans and jeers followed. He coaxed the ladies over, setting poor Sir Richard up for mock romance, a prank that ended with a stinging slap and a roar of laughter so loud it shook the tent. Their banter filled the night like music, brothers in arms, unbroken by frost or fear. But laughter turned to quiet as Sir Richard, still sore, growled, "One day, the gods will forsake you, Sir Jamie Lawrence." The mirth fell away. Jamie's gaze darkened. "I was forsaken long ago," he said softly. "Left at a monastery as an infant. No father, no mother. You men, you're the only family I've ever had." A hush lingered. Then Sir Robert rose and gripped Jamie's shoulder. "And you, ours lad, blood or no blood, we are bound by the same steel." The others nodded, their rivalry forgotten. For a moment, the tent held only warmth, the kind born not of fire, but of loyalty. A squire burst through the entrance, breathless. "Father Mallory has arrived." The knights rose as one, laughter gone, duty awakened. Swords strapped, cloaks thrown over shoulders, the warmth of feast left behind. As Jamie stepped into the cold once more, Janet Avery reappeared, pressing a kiss to his cheek. "Good luck on your secret mission, Sir Jamie." He smiled, the frost catching in his golden hair. "Farewell, Janet Avery of South Hill." Behind him, the red pavilion glowed against the snow, and before him, a dark road wound into the waiting woods. The hunt had begun.